Hello and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to a very special Articles of Interest. Let's get right into what we've got to cover today. Up first, we've got a webinar coming up with Dr. Tom Deans on October the 19th at 1 p.m. Dr. Deans is a intergenerational wealth transfer expert. So this webinar is going to be all about 6 estate planning ideas that successful families master and is an absolute must for tuning in. As an advisor, it's a bit of a morbid topic to be discussing with your clients, but one that can add a tremendous amount of value, and by having some uncomfortable conversations up front, really avoid some incredible headaches, large tax bills, and other sorts of nightmares down the road. You can register below, but highly recommend tuning in for that one. Also, we're slowly getting into earnings season, so we've included our latest earnings season dashboard. You can see where companies and sectors are going to be coming in relative to expectations. Not much has happened so far, but next week we'll see Aritzia as well as a number of large U.S. banks reporting, so something to keep an eye on there. Up next, the podcast of interest, which is always a popular segment. This week, while I was out taking a walk while the weather is still nice, had an excellent listen to a podcast with Jimmy Wales, who's the co-founder of Wikipedia. Below is an excellent quote from the podcast where he talks about just imagining the world where every person's given free access to the sum of human knowledge, and you really get an understanding of just how big the Wikipedia project is, and how just coming up with it and making it actually work was just truly fascinating and very interesting conversation. Up next is some short reads for clients. These segments have always proved to be incredibly popular in Articles of Interest. It's quips, one-liners, little tidbits of wisdom. These make for excellent additions to client newsletters, client communication, email signatures, things to pin up in the office, or anything else like that. So I included 3 different sources that I've gone to throughout my career. Hopefully you'll find them as valuable as I have. Last but not least is the long read section. So throughout lockdown, obviously people had a lot more free time on their hands, and what that's meant is that people have been looking for new hobbies, things that they can enjoy, or revisiting some hobbies of their past. There was a study by Nielsen that found that people had just about doubled the amount of time that they'd spent reading in a week, and as a result of that, a number of what they call doorstopper classics, or the 800 plus page real heavy reads, have seen a pretty significant tick up in sales. I included some resources that I used throughout lockdown. Hopefully we're not going into another one this fall, but in the winter months always make it tougher to get outside and limit the activities that you're able to do. So I included 2 resources that I've used to find my next long reads, as well as how to fully appreciate them, with a resource called Lit Charts. Last but not least, this is the final Articles of Interest where you'll be seeing myself. I'm moving on to a new opportunity next week, so I want to thank all of you. It's been fantastic working with you, and you've been great clients. So with that, I will wish you and your families a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and best of luck in the future. Bye now.